Hey guys, Gina here and welcome back to my channel. So you guys asked me on my last Get Ready With Me to do a 100% drugstore makeup Get Ready With Me. So I love when you guys challenge me, so that is exactly what I'm doing, because the last Get Ready With Me I did include a lot of higher brand items, so more expensive items. So I'm just gonna go ahead and go through everything. So this is 100% drugstore, meaning you can get this at CVS, Target, Walmart. Basically everything that I'm showing you here is under $15. So everything that I'm showing you here in this Get Ready With Me is under $15, and you can earn extra care bucks at CVS when you purchase the items. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just jump into it, and I will mention what the brand is and what the deal is going on currently and what the deal is going on for next week, so you guys can plan ahead. So if you see something that you like here, then you can go ahead and pick it up. So first thing is the Physicians Formula Refreshment Cucumber and Bamboo Eye Depuffer Stick. So my store has this price for $10.29. There is barely any scent to this guy, so this is equivalent to the Milk Cosmetic brand depuffer stick. And my honest opinion on this guy, it hydrates the under eye, which I like, and I put mine in the refrigerator, so when I'm applying it, it's really cooling to the skin. But as far as like depuffing the eye, I wouldn't necessarily say it does that, but it does soothe the under eye, and it does give the under eye some moisturization, which you're gonna want to avoid creasing with your concealer. So I wouldn't necessarily say it's a depuffer, but it is a nice, you know, cooling sensation under the eye. So definitely pop this guy into your refrigerator, and it's going to be really soothing to the skin. So my CVS has this for $10.29. So I think that's a pretty good product from Physicians Formula. You're going to see a lot of Physicians Formula because it's my favorite drugstore brand. So the next thing I'm going in with is the Physicians Formula Spotlight Illuminating Primer. So there's only one color to this guy. So it's in a pump tube right here, and you really don't need a whole lot. So I'll just go ahead and show you guys on the skin first. It is very shimmery. You could even just use this by itself. So if you're doing like a no makeup day, you could definitely just put some moisturizer on and then apply this to the skin just to give your skin some luminosity. And I've tried the Pkwy Backlight Primer, I think that's what it's called. And I'm really not seeing any difference with this primer. This primer is not going to color correct. So if you're looking for like a color correcting primer, as you can see, my face is already red. It's not going to do anything in terms of color correcting, but in terms of giving you like a luminous glow with your foundation, then this is going to give you a glow. So if you're going for that dewy look, then I would definitely recommend picking this up. But I'm not seeing any difference when it comes to the Pkwy Spotlight Primer. So, you know, you could save a bunch of money by just going with Physicians Formula. And I think even the packaging is really high-end looking as well, because the bottle itself is frosted glass. And then I'm really liking the pump tube right here, and it just overall for this retails for $14.99. I think Physicians Formula did a really great job at giving us a high-end looking item for the fraction of the cost. So $14.99 for something that is luxury feeling, I think is great. So this is the foundation primer. And then to go along with this Physicians Formula trend, again, you're gonna see a ton of Physicians Formula in this video because it's my favorite. And CVS does so many good promos when it comes to Physicians Formula. So this current cycle of sales at CVS, you spend $10 and you get $7 in extra care bucks. But starting on April 22nd through the 28th, you're gonna get a $10 extra care buck when you buy 15 or more. So maybe wait to get the primer on the 22nd of April. So you spend 15, then you get 10 back. And then also the Physicians Formula, the Healthy Foundation. This is a light to medium coverage foundation. It's good for all skin types, brightening complex. There's SPF 20 in it. I love when foundations come with SPF of 20 or higher. I think that's great because the current moisturizer I'm using doesn't have an SPF. So I like that this has an SPF in it. And here's the applicator right here. So you just dip it in. But what I would suggest is not putting it on your face, because keep in mind every single time that you're going to do that, then you're putting back into the tube what potentially was on your face. So, you know, our face gets really dirty even when we're not really doing anything. So what I would recommend is just getting a little bit, make sure the back of your hand is clean. So I washed my hands before I did this video. But, you know, get a little bit on your hand and then go ahead and get with your beauty sponge is what I would recommend. So I love this foundation. I've been using this foundation for a while. I think I've been using this foundation for a good 2 months solid, and it is my go-to. So I switch back and forth between the Healthy Foundation and also the Tarte. I switch back and forth with the Tarte Double Duty Beauty, and honestly, I don't really tell a difference between either one of them. So is it a dupe? I don't know, but both of them work just the same for me. So I would rather spend $14.99 versus, like, I think this guy has like a $40 price tag. So, and then I'm going in with my beauty sponge, which is also drugstore. This is the Real Techniques beauty sponge. You can get a pack of 2 of these guys from Ulta or Target for about $9.99, I think it is. So like I mentioned, this foundation is a light to medium coverage foundation. And for me, you know, that's all I really need. I don't need a bunch of coverage, especially where I live, my location. It gets really hot all the time. So having a thick foundation on my skin is just not cute. It's not cute to have your foundation like sweating off. So I might actually have to get a darker foundation because I've been walking every day, so I'm getting like more sun. So I think that this color is too light for me. So I think I'm gonna have to go ahead and get a darker foundation. So yay, walking outside benefits you in more ways than one. So I need to get a mirror because I can't just rely on my viewfinder to make sure that my makeup application is looking well. So love the Healthy Foundation. If you guys have been with me for a while now, I've been talking about the Healthy Foundation for quite some time. So this isn't anything new. I've loved this product for quite some time. So this is the application that it gives the first time around, and I think just for like one small little coat, I think it does a pretty good job at covering. But again, if you want more of a heavy foundation coverage with this foundation, just, you know, go ahead and do an extra layer is what I would suggest. So going in with concealer, I use, for drugstore, I will use the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind concealer. So this is the under eye concealer. So I actually just picked up a new one. So currently right now, I think Maybelline is on a buy 2, get $5 in extra care bucks, or they're spend 15, get 5, one of the two. But CVS always has deals running on Maybelline cosmetics. So CVS always runs promotions on Maybelline cosmetics. So the other concealer that I go for, that I use on a daily basis, that is not drugstore, is the Urban Decay Naked Skin. That is my favorite concealer. But drugstore wise, I think that the Maybelline Age Rewind is a really good concealer. This was actually the concealer that I used when I first started like following beauty channels on YouTube, because a lot of beauty people would recommend this concealer. So then I'm gonna go ahead and just, you know, brighten up the face a little bit more with this as well. So this is what I do for my concealer. I go under my eyes, my nose, and my forehead, and then we're gonna go back in with the damp beauty sponge and just pat everything in. But I love this concealer because it does brighten underneath the eye and it's not too cakey, and it just gives a nice, look to the skin in my opinion. So just gonna Okay, so now I am done with my concealer. So this was super easy. And the trick to not letting your concealer crease is to set it immediately. So what I use is the Neutrogena Sheer Minerals Loose Powder Foundation. So this is what I use if I'm using a drugstore product. So I just go with my big powder brush and just set everything. So this is going to keep everything in place, and I've really been loving this Neutrogena powder. It's what I use all the time. So alternatively, a powder that I use quite often, as you can see, I've hit pan on this guy already. So this is the Translucent Powder Palette. It's the multicolored pressed powder in translucent. So this is Physicians Formula as well. So I use that a lot too. I actually had it packed in my hospital bag because that's the powder I'm planning on taking to the hospital with me. So I had to unpack it. So now I need to remember to pack it so I'm not without that in the hospital, because that would not be good. So I'm just going to go ahead and just finish setting the foundation and concealer so it's not going to go anywhere. So next step is bronzer, which I'm definitely going to need this because I need to warm my face up because my neck is darker than my face. So I always go in with the butter bronzer. This is also a Physicians Formula product right here. This color, it just says bronzer. So they have different shade ranges too. They have one for light, and they also have one for medium to dark. So if you want to go in with like a darker bronzer, obviously get a darker color. But Physicians Formula, I think that Physicians Formula, what they were known for when they first started were their bronzers and their highlighters. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's what they were known for from the start of their line. So I am also going in with another drugstore cosmetic tool. So this is Real Techniques. So you can get Real Techniques at the drugstores. And sometimes, usually during the holiday times, they will actually have manufacturer coupons, which is awesome. And if you have a Bed Bath & Beyond, and if your Bed Bath & Beyond has beauty items, you can use those mailer coupons on Real Techniques brushes, if you didn't know that. And you can use the Ulta store coupons on Real Technique brushes. So just gonna go ahead and warm up my face a little bit. So who is excited for summer coming? I know I'm super excited. The kids actually have a swimming pool, like one of those blow-up pools outside in the backyard. And it's perfect setting to where my dining room and kitchen is, because I have a huge window that I just open the window and the kids are right in front of the window splashing in the pool. So I'm able to, you know, clean the kitchen up and the kids are right there. So they're occupied while I'm getting work done, which is awesome. And kids love splash pools. And if you are a new mom, I would highly suggest, if your kids are getting irritable or they're getting bored or cranky, I guarantee you, get them in the bath and it's going to change their attitude. So whenever Scarlett and Sawyer start to get a little too testy for me and I just need to change of scenery with them, if we're not like going out and doing anything, I will just hop them in the tub, and those kids will play in the tub for a good like 40 minutes. And their bathtub is upstairs. So then what I'll do is when the kids are in the bathtub splashing, the laundry room is right across from it. So I'll just bring all of the laundry out and then fold the laundry while I'm watching them in the tub. And then I will also go ahead and just clean up the bathroom that they're in while they're in the tub. So I'll scrub the sink, I'll do the toilet, I'll mop the floor and all that stuff. And then when they're out of the bath, obviously that's when I would clean the bathtub. But I am all about multitasking here in this house. So I'm always doing more than one thing at one time. So I love multitasking. So I love being able to have the kids out in their pool while I clean the kitchen. I also love having the kids in the bath so that they can take a bath while I fold clothes and clean up the bathroom. So it's just genius to me because I hate having to clean at the end of the night, and I hate using my like personal free time to then do more chores. I hate that. So I like to get it all done while I'm doing stuff for the kids. So, okay, so I'll bring you in a little bit to show you guys what we're working with here. So I just, you know, bronzed up my face as I do on the usual. And I think the butter bronzer gives you a really nice healthy look like you've been in the sun. So that like sun-kissed glow type deal. So next thing I'm going in with is the Physicians Formula Butter Blush. And this is in the color Rosy Pink. And I've been using this guy for I think a good like 3 weeks, 4 weeks, something like that. So I've been using this guy like every day. And it is a really beautiful blush color. It's a universal pink color. This is the shade right here. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's really, really light, but it gives a really beautiful flush to the skin. I love it. It is actually a dupe for MAC's Well Dressed. I mentioned that in my last Get Ready With Me, and the colors are identical. It's a nice, cool toned light pink. It's like ballerina pink is what it is. And I think that this color is just, it's gorgeous. I love it so much. So, and I was on the fence of trying the butter blushes. I don't know why, but I was on the fence using it. But blush is like one of my favorite things when it comes to makeup. Blush and highlighter is my favorite. So, and then if I get a little too heavy-handed with it, I just kind of like shear it out with a big powder with a big powder brush like you're seeing me do right now. So this is the blush. It just gives you like a nice like flushed effect here. So things are coming together. Things are coming together. So the next thing that I'm going to go in with is the L'Oreal True Lumi Glowtion. So this is actually what I'm going to use as my highlighter. So I'm just going to go ahead and put a little, this is what it looks like right here. I'll shear it out on my other hand. But this guy you can actually apply before you put your foundation, or you can mix it in with your foundation or your tinted moisturizer, whatever you want to do. Or you can use it as a highlighter, which I'm going to be doing right now. So this is what it is right here, and just shear it out like this. And it acts as a really, so it acts as a nice liquid highlight, or you can use it, like I mentioned, mixing it in foundation. So I'm going to use my damp beauty sponge, and I'm just going to go ahead and just highlight my face with this guy. So I'm doing it on the top of my cheekbones and then taking it up to my forehead as well. So I think this product is actually a little bit more expensive. I think it might be running like $15, $17, something like that. And then I'm gonna go ahead and highlight my forehead and my nose. And then I'll bring you guys in again so you guys can see. I just think it gives a really nice finish to the skin, and it's really natural at the same time. So I'm starting to, you know, piece myself together. I'm starting to like look like a human again. So let me just wipe this stuff off my hands because I have a bunch going on the back of my hands here. So now we're gonna do a really simple eye look. like really simple. And I love the Infallible eyeshadows from L'Oreal. So these are pressed eyeshadows. They're almost like pigments almost, and they are super pigmented, you guys. So just like a nice sheer little color here. So this is in the shade Iced Latte. I've used this color forever. I actually just picked up a new one because my old one I had is like 3 years old, something like that. The color I was originally going for was the Amber Rush color, which is so pretty. And if you have like blue or green eyes, Amber Rush is going to just make your eyes pop. So I highly recommend that color, but this Iced Latte color is going to be a universal color and it's going to look good on everyone. So it's just a nice shimmery color to the lid that you can apply to your lid. And what I like the most about this product is you can use your fingers. You don't even have to use a brush. So yeah. So I love products that are easy like this. So all you need to do is just apply it with your fingers. And this is great for like teens who are just starting out with makeup, or you just want like a quick eye look and you don't want to deal with all the blending and whatever that comes with eyeshadow, because most of the time I don't even wear eyeshadow. So this is the shade right here on the lid. So it's sparkly and shimmery. No, shimmery is the right word, not sparkly. But if you just want a very easy eye look, just swipe one of these guys on your eyelids, and there are so many choices you guys can do. So next up is brows. So this is a new item that I found. It's the Brow Last Long Wearing Brow Gel, and this is from Physicians Formula as well. This guy is $14.99 at CVS, and it comes on one end. There is a spoolie right here, and then on the other end is the actual like liquid part. So I actually don't know how to apply this. So let's see. The package says, apply to clean brow. Use angle tip brush applicator to create hair-like strokes to shape, fill, and define brows. Use spoolie to soften and distribute. Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna use the paintbrush end, dip it into the product, apply it to your brow, and then use the spoolie to kind of like shear it out, I guess you can say. So this is just gonna add like a little bit of brow tint. So it kind of reminds me of the Benefit Wonder Brow. So this is just gonna like give your brows some light color. It could also be kind of like the Benefit Gimme Brow. So I'll go ahead and do one side and then we can compare. But this color is in blonde, I think. And don't judge me, guys, because I need to get my eyebrows done. I'm actually going to be doing that at Ulta pretty soon, because I always go to the Benefit Brow Bar is where I get my eyebrows done. I won't go back to Ulta to get my hair done, but I will go back for my brows. So I think that this is actually a pretty good shade right here. So this is one side and this is the other side. So I think it gives a pretty good color to the brows. So it's a good color match for me as well. So it's okay for your brows to be a little bit darker than your actual like hair. Like that's okay. So now I'm gonna go. Okay, so the shade that I'm actually working with is the shade Light Brown. So now I'm going on the other end and just lightly filling it in to kind of even everything out. My eyebrows are just not even to begin with. Yeah, my brows are an area that I just have weakness in. Even though I get them waxed, they're always, they just have like a mind of their own. So, but I'm totally okay with that. I am secure with my brows. They can be uneven and it's okay. It's okay. So yeah, I think this product is pretty good. Yeah, I think for drugstore, I think that this is actually a really nice product. So if you're looking for a new brow product, then definitely try the Brow Last Long Wearing Brow Gel. So almost done. So next step, I'm going in with the CoverGirl Lash Blast Volume Mascara in Black Brown. So this is my favorite drugstore mascara. My favorite all-time mascara is the Mary Kay Lash Intensity Mascara. That's my favorite. I just haven't reordered it yet, but I consider that a drugstore price as well because the catalog price is $15, I think it is. So I consider that a drugstore priced mascara for sure. And I sell Mary Kay, so I get it for half off. So when I purchase it, it's like $7.50. So drugstore price for me because I get that awesome discount. Okay. So lashes are done. Yay! I don't do bottom lashes because I sweat a lot, so I don't do that. So the next item I'm going to be going in with is the Rimmel Stay Matte Liquid Lip Color, and this is in the shade Blush. And every single time I go and pick out a lip color, it doesn't matter what brand it is, whether if it's a high-end brand or a drugstore brand, I'm always going for like this shade of like pinky nude. It's like my go-to color. So this is the shade right here. So I'm excited to try this guy out because this is my first time trying it. I actually just picked it up last night. So for those looking to do the Rimmel deal, this might be something you might want to consider picking up. Because this week it's spend 12, get 6, and next week it's spend 9, get 4 in extra care bucks. And I still had those printable coupons for the lip product, so I was able to take $3 off the lip product. This is one of those shades that's they call them your lip color but better. It like enhances your like natural lip color. So yeah. Okay, so this is a lip color. I think it's beautiful. Love it. It's definitely color that's right up my alley. It says that it's a stay matte lip color, liquid lip color, but it's not like drying. It's like hydrating on the lips, which is refreshing that it is a hydrating lip color, but it is like a matte color. So this is everything that I am doing in my get ready to, you know, put my face on. So I'll bring you guys in one more time. So I think everything turned out really nice. I think the only thing I need to do is get a darker shade of my foundation because my skin is getting darker, so might need to do that. But this is the final look I have for you guys. I think that for everything being drugstore, I think it's pretty equivalent to a high-end makeup tutorial. So I really can't tell a difference when it comes to the products that I mentioned that are drugstore versus high-end. Honestly guys, I just really don't tell much of a difference because I can get this same look using high-end products and drugstore products. So nothing I showed you guys was over 15, maybe the highest price if you paid retail with like no coupons and no sales, maybe $18. So if you walked into CVS and didn't have an extra care card and you just bought the price it was without the extra care card, maybe $18 was like the highest thing. But us as couponers, we get coupons on drugstore makeup all the time. So you don't have to break the bank to get yourself a nice makeup look. So is what I'm trying to tell you guys. So Thank you guys so much for challenging me with this video and getting me to get back into the drugstore and really look to find some products that I think are really good to share with you guys that are drugstore, budget friendly, and beautiful at the same time. So everything that I put on my face is something that I'm going to continue to be using until it runs out. So I definitely think that in terms of my cosmetic purchasing, I don't know how much cosmetics I'm going to be purchasing going forward that are higher end. I don't know, because I'm not seeing the value, I guess, when it comes to higher brand cosmetics. I'm just not sure. I'm not sure if we are just getting sucked into purchasing the brand name, and that's what's getting us to want to buy it because we're feeling better because we're using these higher brands. I don't know, but if there's one thing for you guys to take from this video is that you don't need to be using expensive high-end cosmetics to get a nice makeup look, is what I'm trying to say. So don't think that just because, I don't want you guys to feel like you have to be buying $40 foundation and $50 eyeshadows to look beautiful. Like, you're beautiful regardless of wearing makeup or not. But if you're like me, I still like to put makeup on because it's something that I enjoy doing. It relaxes me, but you don't need to spend hundreds of dollars to, you know, look beautiful, or your version of beautiful. Everyone has their own, I guess, ways that makes them feel beautiful. I don't know if that makes sense. So what one person's beautiful is could be totally different to someone else's. So this is my beautiful. This is how I like to go out when I put makeup on and stuff like that. Like, I don't like to go too crazy with it. But yeah, I think that this is the items that I mentioned here. Highly recommend. I'm going to be using these products until they run out. And my opinion on drugstore makeup has changed so much since couponing, because prior to me getting into couponing, that was me. I was in Ulta, Sephora. I was buying so much high-end cosmetics, like hundreds and hundreds, probably like thousands on the year of high-end cosmetics. And I just felt like if I bought the expensive makeup, that it was going to make me look better, or it was going to make me feel better, but really it didn't. So first and foremost, you don't need, like I mentioned before, you don't need cosmetics to make yourself feel better or look better. You don't need to do that. Your self-worth and how you view yourself is totally on you. So cosmetics aren't going to change that. So the most beautiful person in the world could be putting the most expensive makeup on their face and they could still not feel pretty inside. So but that's something totally separate from couponing and beauty. That's getting deeper than we normally get here on this channel. But just the take home for you guys is, if you're wanting to, you know, change up your makeup look or whatever it is, just go to the drugstore, clip some coupons, follow the sales, and you can get a beautiful makeup look for a budget. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you guys want to continue seeing these videos on my channel, because I do love makeup. It's a hobby of mine that I love to do. Like I mentioned, it's relaxing to me. I love trying new stuff, and I love sharing new stuff with you guys, because couponers are the best when it comes to product reviews and such. So let me know if you guys enjoyed this video, and I will do more, especially when like new launches come out in the drugstore and I could test stuff out for you guys and tell you guys my opinion on everything. And I would love to do that. So don't forget to like this video so I know you have enjoyed it. I was super early on my CVS in-store video, and it's already uploaded on my channel, so it's in the description box. Go check it out. You can see how you can get most of these beauty products that I shared with you. Most of them are going to have extra care bucks attached to them starting April 22nd. So again, I probably have said this like 3 times. Don't forget to like this video so I know you have enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel, and I will talk to everyone later. Bye.